Before Kenya won independence, before flag-raising ceremonies and national anthems, there was a war the British tried to erase. It was a war fought not by armies, but by farmers, by workers, by mothers and young men who had nothing to lose. It was called the Mau Mau Uprising. The British called them terrorists. History calls them what they are: freedom fighters. Colonialism in Kenya wasn't just political, it was personal. White settlers took most of the fertile land and pushed the Kikuyu people into crowded reserves. Imagine losing your own home, your farm, your inheritance, and being told to work for the new owners. So tensions grew, anger simmered, and eventually everything burst. The Mau Mau weren't a formal army, they were just the people who had had enough. They had no uniform, they had no foreign support. All they had was unity. And this was unity created through powerful oaths that bound fighters to one mission: restore the land, restore dignity. They retreated into the forest and they went to train. They trained for battle. They fought in the shadows. And in response, Britain launched the harshest counter-insurgency campaigns in history: detention camps, torture, collective punishment. Entire villages were fenced like prisons. But the resistance did not die. The people were determined. We are going to be free, whether you like it or not. And so by the late 1950s, news of the brutal crackdown started reaching the world. Journalists exposed to torture, human rights activists protested. Even members of the British Parliament questioned the cruelty. Imagine being so cruel, your own people were like, Abba, this is too much. And under all that pressure, one truth was impossible to hide: the empire was fighting to defend an injustice. The Mau Mau had forced Britain to confront itself. Kenya didn't win independence because Britain had a change of heart. Get it? Nobody is going to free you. Nobody is going to release you because they heard, out of the goodwill of their hearts. And Africans need to realize this. In different countries in Africa, we have powers that be just taking territory. It's not going to happen because they have a change of heart for them to leave. We have to make them leave. Kenya did not win independence because Britain had a change of heart. Kenya won because ordinary people like you and I, cooks, farmers, mechanics, students, chose courage over fear. The Mau Mau Uprising dismantled a myth that African people would accept oppression quietly. It showed the world that when dignity is taken, resistance is inevitable. Kenya's freedom was not given, it was fought for. It was fought for, and we must fight for this one also. Right now, it may not be with guns and bazookas, but with the mind, with ideas, we can fight. With media, we can fight. We just need enough people to actually see these things for what they are. Right now, they are inviting people to tables and they're like, thank you for inviting us. They have seen that we like being given things, so they keep giving us, knowing that we believe that because we're invited to the table, we are actually invited. But they understand that as long as they give us and we don't create our own, they can always keep us under. So people need to see these things for what they are and try to be independent mentally. Until that happens, we'll keep going around in circles. We will keep going around in circles.